Okay, we'll call this a bit delayed transit executive meeting to order. And I want to thank Commissioner Crawford, Chair Crawford, for putting me here. Yes. So although we are delayed, we're here. So I'll ask for a roll call, please.
Did you press?
All right. So I'll look for a motion on the, or first, I'm sorry, I'll look for any declarations of pecuniary interest in the nature thereof. Seeing none. I'll look for a motion for the adoption of the minutes of the November 8th, 2023 meeting. Chair Crawford, Commissioner Guard, and all those in favor. Opposed, and that is carried. So we'll move on to item 4, presentations, and our general manager will give us an update.
Good afternoon, Vice Chair Shermer, Commissioners, CEO Baxter-Trahere, staff, and members of the public joining us today. I was re-listening to a podcast about public transit this week, and I was reminded about the quote that you see on the opening slide here today. It's very timely, given the ongoing public investment in Ontario, to continue to make driving a car less expensive and more convenient. It also got me thinking about a quote in the podcast from the Mayor of Boston, who said that from the political context, she was saying that if you maximize the chance that nothing will go wrong, you won't get close to the scale of change and transformation needed. So needless to say, lots of transformation change required, and it is going to take some key decisions in making that happen. So first, an update from the GM report for October. As you'll see, our October ridership continued at record levels, reaching 1.12 million. On-demand monthly ridership also continued at record levels, reaching over 24,000 trips, including 11,100 trips for specialized transit customers. It's also interesting to observe the evolving fare payment patterns that we're seeing. Cash fares are now down to 7% of overall fare payment, where they used to be around 11%. I expect the people who choose to continue to pay for cash and are not moving on to electronic versions continue to be the same people, but as ridership is increasing, we're seeing people select the less expensive Presto fare payment options. You'll also notice in the graph to the right that adult fares are well below 2019 levels, but co-fares, or the connections between DRT and the GO Train or GO Bus, remain significantly below 2019 levels, and that trend has continued through the fall. So this data really highlights that the record ridership we are experiencing is a result of increasing proportion of transit trips being local within Durham. We've also highlighted this month that on November 14th, there was the launch of the Presto and Google Wallet, which is available on Android smartphones and smartwatches. The virtual card has the same benefits as the plastic card without the cost of purchasing a physical Presto card. You'll also notice a summary of the seasonal service changes that we've implemented this past Monday, the service levels that are scheduled between December 25th and the New Year, and also a reminder of free fare service after 7 p.m. on December 31st until the start of our January 1st service at 4 a.m. We also wanted to bring to your attention some temporary service changes that were implemented on November 25th that are providing service to the area around Conlin Road and Gerrard Road 7 days a week. These temporary changes are expected to be replaced by scheduled service on January the 2nd. As mentioned previously, we've been required to optimize service due to record ridership and significant pressures to customers and on the transit network. Details of the January 2nd changes are summarized in the report as well, and we will begin an extensive communication campaign in the next few days. Our final update in the GM report is to share that the service model transition program is on schedule. Effective December 4th, DRT staff started delivering all scheduled weekend services and will deliver all scheduled services starting December the 25th. As you know, we collaborated with our partners at Unifor Local 222 and Pacific Western Transportation to provide their employees the opportunity to be hired by DRT when the region's contract with PWT expires on December 31st. 47 PWT employees initially expressed interest to be hired by DRT. Some of these PWT employees chose to pursue other opportunities when their employer ceases operation at the end of the year, and a few will not be hired by DRT. At this time, I can share that roughly 34 offers of employment with DRT have been issued. 8 of these new DRT employees actually began their training this past Monday, and the balance of the new DRT employees will begin their training in January. We wanted to demonstrate as well the service optimization that you're going to see in January, some of the changes we've made. It's not just a suspension of service, but our planning group also did a great job of putting in new routes that will provide service to these areas consistent with our service guidelines. And I've asked Nicole if she can go through just a couple examples, one for Pickering and one for Ajax. So I'm going to turn it over to Nicole, and she's just going to walk you through what some of those new services look like and how that ties in with some of the service suspension that we will see in January. Nicole?
Thank you. So as Bill mentioned, a few examples to bring forward that look at that consolidation and optimization of service. Looking first in Pickering, we will be launching, effective January 2nd, a new Route 121. This service will run every 30 minutes, 7 days per week, all day. And from on weekdays, we'll operate between Pickering Parkway Terminal and Pickering Station. On weekends, we'll terminate at West Shore Boulevard and Oklahoma Drive. The idea with this service is that we've optimized the previous operation of routes 103, 110, and 120, maintaining walking distance to transit within our existing service guidelines, either to the new Route 121 or to an on-demand service in the area, but optimizing service to deliver this more efficiently to residents of Pickering. Next slide, please. Looking to Ajax and the South Ajax area, we will also be introducing a new Route 227. Similarly, we are looking at a route that will operate every 30 minutes, but in this case, during weekday peak periods. The idea here would be that we are replacing the previous routes 222 and 224A branch, noting the 224A service itself will continue to operate. And this service will run in a peak loop connecting with Ajax Station in the morning and afternoon, either towards Ajax Station in the morning and away in the afternoon. And again, customers will remain within our service guidelines and remain within our 800-meter walking distance standard to either the new Route 227, 227A, or to on-demand service as well. And we will continue monitoring ridership and performance in January to evaluate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. And just as a reminder, when we're talking optimization, what we've had to do, because we are at capacity, is we've had to find revenue service hours and vehicles within the system. So we've had to look at the lower performing routes and make those adjustments accordingly, suspending some services, et cetera, for January. So that's what we've been talking about. The planning group have done a great job at ensuring all residents continue to have access within our service guidelines to public transit. Maybe a little further of a walk, but we're still within the guidelines that we have established. I wanted to make you aware as well of a new process that DRT has implemented to enhance our management of enterprise risks. Enterprise risk management is a strategic risk management approach that will support DRT to proactively identify, assess, report, and monitor key risks in relation to our strategic priorities. This regular process will ensure we identify and implement risk management actions, including some actions that require resources which will be included or considered during the annual budget processes. The information report highlights the 12 critical and significant risks that are facing DRT and the planned action that we have to mitigate those risks. And you will see a few of those examples highlighted on the slide today. The final item I wanted to touch on with you is the information report that summarizes the outcome from our assessment of the fall scheduled service performance, which I had mentioned last month. We also advised then that the service optimization for January was necessary because all budgeted resources are currently scheduled and are being used. The key message of the report is that based on ridership levels, resident demand for more transit, performance of the transit network, and I'm really stressing and here, if the resources were available today, we would implement an additional 195,000 revenue service hours, requiring roughly 40 additional buses. That would get us to a point where we have, again, good, reliable, frequent service across the network that is meeting those current demands. Before we go to our sort of year-end video, I just wanted to share with you, and some of you may know, that our Deputy General Manager of Operations, Christopher Norris, this is his last tech meeting with us. He has accepted a position in Kingston with Kingston Transit. Christopher has been with us for roughly 10 years, has been an exceptional contributor to the growth and advancement of DRT and the transit network over that time. We'll miss Christopher, but we're really glad that he's moving to another partner organization, and we wish him and his family all of the best in the future. Thank you, Christopher, for everything you've done for us. So finally, this year, DRT is proud to have kept Durham Region moving in 2023. We've started new initiatives, we've formed new partnerships, and we've expanded service for our customers. We've put together here a brief overview of stats that will showcase our achievements from this year. And some of those achievements are highlighted in the video, which we plan to share with our community through social media starting later today. Roger, are you able to? Thank you. Durham Region Transit had a remarkable year. Thanks to our amazing customers, staff, and partners, DRT navigated challenges and stayed focused on the route ahead. In the early morning of August 16th, a 3-alarm fire caused severe damage to a large section of the Oshawa Raleigh Transit Depot, destroying 19 buses. Durham Regional Police Service and the City of Oshawa fire officials were quickly on the scene to help contain the fire and put it out promptly. Thanks to their work and the swift action of DRT employees, no one was harmed. Our team's resiliency and ability to adapt and return to regular service following the fire was simply outstanding. It's typical of what we've come to expect from transit staff.
Our operations team worked through uncertainty, showed resiliency, and were there for our customers. Thank you.
A big thank you to our business services team who worked tirelessly to make sure teams were equipped to respond to customers and employees and provide information during an unprecedented time.
The maintenance team was adaptable with changes to their work, sharing their tools, space, and equipment. Thank you.
Kudos to our customers. Your patience and understanding was appreciated as temporary service adjustments were made while staff worked towards a quick return to full service.
Thank you to the TTC for generously loaning DRT 10 buses to help us maintain service in the weeks following the fire.
Thank you to DRT for your exceptional efforts to ensure a safe and swift return to service in September as customers return to school and work.
We delivered over 426,000 scheduled service hours and 58,000 on-demand hours. Our operators delivered 121,000 specialized service trips and 84,000 on-demand trips throughout the year. The customer service team responded to over 181,000 calls. We've experienced record ridership levels this fall, the highest ever recorded and exceeding pre-pandemic ridership levels. We launched a new on-demand app that provides new planning tools and more flexibility for customers. DRT's ambassadors have enhanced face-to-face engagement with customers in the communities we serve. DRT signed a $62 million agreement with the Canadian Infrastructure Bank to support the purchase of up to 98 zero-emission buses over the next 4 years. Thank you to DRT riders and staff who kept us moving in the region, and to the residents of Durham for your support of public transit across our communities. These are just a few highlights from a busy and successful 2023. For more information, visit durhamregiontransit.com. We look forward to serving our customers into 2024 and beyond.
Thank you from Durham Region Transit.
Thank you from DRT.
Thank you, Durham Region.
Thank you from DRT.
Thank you to our customers.
Thank you for riding with Durham Region Transit.
A sincere thanks to our communications team who supported us in putting this together and leading us through it. They're doing a wonderful job at making sure that our message is getting out to customers. So again, thank you to the CCO team for helping us out. On behalf of the employees of DRT, I want to thank you, commissioners, for your continued leadership and support of public transit and DRT services. Thank you to residents and visitors for sticking by DRT throughout the year. And thank you to all the staff members who participated in the video, and it was just a small representation of DRT's exceptional people. With that, we'll open the floor up to any questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Holmes. And just before I go to anybody, I just want to pass on my thanks and appreciation to you, and if you can pass it on to the staff for a year well done. I'm not seeing anybody in the speakers list. So, thank you very much. Moving on to number 5, we did have a delegation, but we don't have a delegation, correct, right? Okay, withdrew. Brings us to item 6, correspondence. There is none. Item 7, reports. We have 3 reports. Okay. Moved by Chair Henry, seconded by Commissioner Anderson. And anything on any of those? Not seeing anything. I'll call the vote. All those in favor? Opposed, and that is carried. Thank you. Advisory committee resolutions. There are none. Confidential matters. There are none. Other business. Item 10. We have a motion. Just one moment. Oh, we don't have the actual motion. Do we? Okay, there we are. Moved by Commissioner Roy and seconded by Commissioner Carter. And Commissioner Roy, would you like to speak?
Please. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. And I'm actually moving this on behalf of Councillor Mulcahy, who had brought forward this idea, and I know she's present today. And I'm pleased to be presenting this, and hopefully that for Christmas Day that we would be able to allow for foregoing of the fare revenue for the 2023 year.
Okay, thank you very much. Do I have anything as far as any discussion, questions? Yes, he's listed as the seconder. Did you want to speak to it, Mayor Carter? And perhaps he's not here. So can I get a different seconder for this motion, please? Commissioner Garrard? Did you want to speak to it? Okay. Oh. Commissioner Carter is here.
I am here.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
No, I support this. The only thing I asked for, Mr. Chair, was to make sure that we had a recorded vote on it, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Seeing nothing else, there has been a recorded vote. Okay, that is unanimous. And, well, that takes us right through the agenda. Date of the next meeting, Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. Commissioner Garrard?
If I could just speak momentarily, please. We had what was probably or arguably the best Santa Claus parade ever in Uxbridge, or perhaps in all of Durham region. But I would like to thank the folks from Durham Transit. We had to, not only did they contribute a float, a bus in it, but we also had to move a lot of people. There was a cheerleading group, I think there was 100 people I'd heard, that needed to get from one side of town to the other, and the region stepped up and transit stepped up to look after that. So thank you very much to all of you that were involved in that. That was all.
Okay, thank you. And I'm not seeing anything else. So on behalf of myself, at least, on behalf of the committee, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, best of holidays. Motion to adjourn. All those in favor? Oh, sorry, seconder. Passed. Thank you very much.